Love at first sight. Some people believe in it, some people don't. Does it really exist? In the physical form, it absolutely does. Can you really feel this overwhelming chemical response when you see another person? Absolutely. Because understand what you see, what you live in, what you can touch, hold, look at is only a manifestation of underlying energies that make that picture pop up. You could be relating to the energy behind what you see. Automatic attraction. Is it love? That's what you would have to find out. You could be automatically attracted to an energy that you share time with, spent with, something that you relate to. That doesn't mean it's love, as you say. It's just an attraction. Why does it attract you? That's what you have to find out. There's underlying reasons that could definitely pull you close to this person or this situation and make you feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. But have you evaluated why? Why do I feel this pull? Got to be love. Why is that the first option? Sometimes love, you've never even felt real love. Sometimes they haven't felt real love. How do you know it's love? It could be. It could be, or it could be that you are attracted to that energy for many different reasons. I implore you to find out what the reasons are before you commit your energy in this life, before you go down that road. There are several people, oh my goodness, it was love at first sight, and then the first 3 months was wonderful, and then he started beating on me, and the first 5 months was wonderful, and then she started sleeping with all my friends. That doesn't make them bad people or good people. I know we like to judge, but they are you. You are them and they are you. You would attract simply because it's a part of you. It's a part of your personality. Each and every one of us are acting out and moving in parts of ourselves, whether we like it or not. So sometimes you have parts of yourself that you have not fixed yet and you want to fix. Some you don't even know that you need to have fixed. And that's the ill part. Diseased part, unnurtured part, unhealed part that is so attractive, that in that person is so attractive to you, drawn together like hand in glove, and it feels good because it's a good fit. It feels like love because it fits. I feel whole here. I feel complete. I feel understood. Of course you would, because it's misery and misery. Not always. It could be love and love. But it's still a manifestation of an energy that's underlying that you don't know is good or bad for you. It could be because they grew up in a family and they've been loved all their life, and this is the spirit that they emote. You grew up in a family and you were loved all your life. This is what you emote, what you put out. And these two elements are drawn because they're like energies. It don't mean they love energies. They are like energies. Your energy is like mine, so we're drawn. Does it mean I should spend the rest of my life with you? Does it mean that I can love you in that capacity? Does it mean that we have the same goals, dreams, desires in mind? Absolutely not. And it could. You have to find out who you are first. When you find out who you are and who you want to be, Because see, sometimes who you are and who you want to be. You got to know that. Get into that. Sometimes who you are is not who you want to be. You can't get to where you want to be if you don't know who you are. You have to find that out first. And you find that out in those experiences. That's another reason why you might be attracted. You might be drawn. It is to journey through these energies and alchemize them. You're going to keep getting the same energies that you have within you until you can burn through them or alchemize them into their purest form. That person do they excite your purest form? Do they match with your purest form? Maybe not. But you don't know that until you burn through it, until you have the experience. So it doesn't mean that the experience was so bad because I thought there was this and I thought there was that and this didn't turn out to this and I didn't get this from that and oh, she lied to me and who he's somebody else. I don't know who he think he is. That's not what that means. That was a part of the journey. You attracted that as much as they attracted you. It was a part of yourself that needed to be worked through, a journey. Deal with them in kindness. Appreciate the part of the journey. Learn the lesson and move on. It also doesn't mean stay in that. Well, I thought we had this, and then once you figure out that you don't, or you don't match in this capacity, or it was a part of you that you needed to heal from, burn through, find the gold in you. Once you find that out, it doesn't mean that you have to stay with this person. Understand, this is not the only part of life. This is not the biggest part of life. It is not the end all, be all to everything. This is only a part of you. We hold on to these things like, oh my God, we're never going to have another thing. Oh, well, we've had children and brought them into this, so we're going to stay because the kids, and I want them to know what it is to have a mother and father while y'all killing each other because y'all don't love each other. Because what happens when you heal or begin to heal, even if you both heal, you often find something that wasn't there or that you didn't know was there before. Now, if that portion of you mixes well with that other portion of them, they're wonderful. Often it does not. It doesn't mean you're wrong or right, you're a liar, you're a truth teller. Just doesn't mean that. It was a part of the journey. You got the lesson you needed. You all grew, or maybe not. But it's now time for the next part of the journey. If you want to continue to grow together, continue to do so. But don't feel like this is a plight or something that you have to have, something you have to be stuck in. You're now continuing bad energy. Because whatever you have healed is not going to stay healed, moving in the same energy. You understand? Grow and move on. That's often why students move on in grade levels. You don't find 6th graders going to 3rd graders class. I mean, not unless they ain't got it all together. Once you leave 6th grade, you go to 9th grade, you're not going to a 6th grade class. You often don't even see those people anymore, those teachers that school will have you once you changed or moved on because you've learned the lesson that you needed to and moved on. Can you imagine if you got to the 6th grade and then somebody told you go back to the 3rd grade? We are made to expand, to grow. So when you're at a level of growth, somebody sends you back. It doesn't make sense. You've learned everything in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. That's how you made it to the 6th grade. You wouldn't go back to the 3rd grade. That's often how life is. It's a lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you have to move on. Now, I'm not saying that you don't learn the lesson and grow, because you could alchemize and learn the lesson you need while she does or he does the same thing, and find out at the core of you, you are still meant to be together. But if you are not, don't hold that man. Don't hold that woman. If they have healed and you haven't, don't hold that man. Don't hold that woman. Let them go. It's okay. You're on your journey too. And maybe your journey is not, it's at the end of the road with them, but your journey doesn't stop. When you're ready for love and you have it, it's time for you to have it, you will. That person is not the only opportunity that you're going to have at love when you find yourself, when you heal yourself, when you realize who you are yourself. You're going to wake up. You're not becoming, you're remembering. And when you wake up and you heal, you will have all the love you need inside yourself. And anything outside yourself will only be an assistant. And it's wonderful to have someone else to love and love you. But not when it takes away from you. It should always be an assistant, an addition. If you're in the 6th grade, you can't go back to the 3rd grade. If it's not an addition, if it's not continuing to add on to you and grow you and expand you, it's over. The lesson is learned. Go ahead to the next school. You bid them the same. I love you, but our road here is over. Together, it's over. Not your journey, just the road here, this path. We've walked all the exits we can down this path. It's now time for a different highway. And your highway may lead to somewhere else, and his highway or her highway may lead in another direction. Your job's highway, your career, okay, this is not where I want to be anymore. Your career is going to move in another direction. We're taught to always look outside ourselves, so we're so busy holding on to the things that are outside ourselves as if it is the last thing we will ever have, we will ever be able to get to have. When you move in the scarcity, in the lack, that is what you will continue to have. Because that's all you think you can have. You have to understand that you are meant for more. You will have more. You can have more when you understand the more that you are inside yourself. Love, light, and bounty.